This is the brief on the neuroscience of sleep and exercise. What if the secret to your next great workout actually happens while you're completely unconscious? You see, movement and rest aren't just isolated daily habits. They're a tightly coupled neurological loop that governs our emotional resilience, stress recovery, and overall nervous system regulation. First, let's unpack this bidirectional loop. Physical exertion builds up adenosine, which is basically your natural sleep pressure, and drops your core body temperature to cue deep, restorative, slow-wave sleep. In return, this deep sleep is exactly when your body consolidates motor skills, replenishes muscle glycogen, and releases growth hormone to rebuild tissue. Think of movement as the chemical deposit, and sleep is the moment you actually earn the biological interest. Second, what happens when this loop breaks? Well, if you push hard without sleep recovery, your autonomic nervous system literally fractures into overtraining syndrome. You might get stuck in a sympathetic fight-or-flight state with intense insomnia and anxiety, or completely crash into parasympathetic burnout and deep depression. So that old no pain, no gain mantra? Pushing through a broken loop doesn't make you stronger, it just destroys your emotional and physical resilience. Finally, we have to look at how timing dictates our hormonal response. High-intensity exercise naturally spikes cortisol and body heat. Doing heavy cardio right close to bedtime destroys your sleep architecture and delays recovery. Honestly, it's kind of like trying to cool down an oven while actively throwing firewood right into it. Conversely, morning workouts align beautifully with your natural cortisol rhythms. Ultimately, elite cognitive clarity requires treating sleep and exercise as two halves of the exact same circadian cycle. You simply can't outtrain a burned-out nervous system, so make sure your recovery is just as intentional as your effort.